All right, welcome to our explainer. Today we're diving into a question that's, well, cosmic. How can a being of perfect love also be a being of perfect justice? We're going to unpack a really powerful theological argument that says there's a single dramatic solution to that exact problem. So, here's our game plan. First, we'll kick things off with the very foundation of reality, according to this argument. Then, we'll see how humanity throws a wrench in the works, creating a paradox. We'll explore the surprisingly different purpose of divine law, and then pinpoint the one event that claims to resolve everything, which leads to a truly mind-bending finale about the nature of creation itself. Okay, so to really get our heads around this central problem, we first have to understand the foundational premise of this entire argument, the absolute, unwavering nature of God's rule over everything.
So, this whole argument kicks off with one core idea. God's rule isn't something temporary or limited. It's eternal. It's absolute. You can think of it as the unshakable bedrock of all reality, the fundamental operating system of the cosmos.
Okay, but here's where it gets really interesting. This divine rule is built on two pillars that honestly seem like they're on a collision course. On one side, you have perfect, unconditional love, merciful, gracious. And on the other, you have perfect, unwavering justice, something that has to punish evil. And right there, that's the seed of a massive cosmic problem. So what happens when you drop humanity into this perfectly balanced equation? Well, according to this argument, those two pillars, love and justice, are immediately thrown into a deep, deep dilemma. The source argues that a key piece of the puzzle is free will, or 자유의지, as you see it here in Korean. But, and this is key, it's defined in a really specific way. It's not some perfected ability right out of the box. It's an incomplete potential. It's a capacity to choose that inherently, by its very nature, includes the possibility of choosing wrongly. And that leads us right to the heart of the paradox. What happens when you have creatures with this incomplete free will living under a ruler who is both perfectly loving and, at the same time, perfectly just? Here it is, the core conflict in a nutshell. God's love desperately wants to forgive and save, but God's justice absolutely demands that every sin be punished. And since this argument says that with incomplete free will, everyone eventually sins, well then all of humanity is condemned. So how can a God who is perfectly just save anyone without breaking his own rules? It looks like a total catch-22. Okay, so this is where the law comes in. Think 10 Commandments. But the way this argument frames it, its purpose isn't what you might think at all. It's not some ladder you can climb to earn your way to salvation. It's something else entirely. Yeah, instead of a rule book for getting into heaven, this source presents the law as a kind of divine diagnostic tool. It's not the cure. It's more like a cosmic MRI machine, designed to show us what's really going on deep inside. So check this out. The law apparently works in 3 stages. First, it acts like a mirror. It shows us, hey, you're not perfect. Then, it hammers home the point that we can't fix this problem on our own. And finally, once we're like, okay, I get it, I need help, it points us toward the one available cure. Right, so to put it another way, the law doesn't start the fire, it's just the smoke alarm screaming that the house is burning down. Without it, this argument goes, we wouldn't even know we were in trouble. We wouldn't even recognize our desperate need for a rescue. And this brings us to the absolute climax of the whole argument. After laying out this seemingly unsolvable problem, the source unveils what it claims is the one, ingenious, divine solution. And that solution? It's all about one single event. Yep, the cross. According to this source, the entire cosmic dilemma, that epic conflict between perfect love and perfect justice, is resolved right there. This is so cool because this table really lays out the logic. See, the cross isn't about God just looking the other way and ignoring justice. No way. It's the one place where both sides of his character are perfectly satisfied at the exact same time. Justice demands a penalty be paid. Boom. Love provides a substitute to pay it. Justice demands separation. Boom. Love provides reconciliation. It's not a compromise. It's a perfect fusion. And this verse right here really nails it. The idea is that Christ's death wasn't some tragedy that God just let happen. It was the ultimate, demonstration of love, precisely because it was the only way to meet the ironclad demands of justice. But hold on, because the argument doesn't stop there. It's not just about saving people. In its final, mind-bending move, it claims the cross has massive implications for the entire universe, for creation itself. So you've got this incredible before and after shot of reality. On the left, before the cross, you have this incomplete free will and a creation that's basically still a work in progress. But after? Well, this view says that free will is finally completed, the law's purpose is fulfilled, and creation itself is brought to its intended, glorious finish line. And that leads to this just staggering conclusion. The cross was never plan B. It wasn't a backup plan for when things went wrong. In this framework, it was always the intended centerpiece of the whole design, the mechanism built from the very beginning to complete the work of creation. And there you have it, the whole argument in one beautiful, logical arc. Every single step, from giving us incomplete free will, to the law showing us the problem, to the cross solving it, it's all presented as one single cosmic plan that was set in motion before the universe even existed. Which leaves us with a pretty deep question to chew on, right? If this whole incredible journey was the plan from the very start, what does that really say about the nature of our choices versus destiny? Was the fall necessary for the completion? It's a huge idea to wrestle with. Thanks for diving into this with me.